Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and I have a really good question here from Melissa Thompson. So I'm just going to read it because it's a paragraph. She says, so here's a thought. With the Rolling Stone informants, you know, these are a lot of people who have come to Rolling Stone and informed, given them, solid information. She says, people are being named, which is going to lead to more people being named. Yeah, right. I've been thinking for years those people in Congress who are being blackmailed could save themselves a lot of grief just by telling on themselves. Absolutely. And then she goes on to say, do you think any of them, when they're outed, will confess, I did it because I was being blackmailed by 45 or his Russians, right? And then she says, because if that happens, we may have a tsunami of intel for real. Yeah, definitely. And then she also wants to know about Lisa Monaco. Is she going after 45 specifically, and is she the woman? You know, because all of us readers keep saying a woman, or it could be a lot of women that bring Trump down. But let's look at this. Okay. I'm so excited to check it out. Such a good question, or questions. But anyway, let me stop blabbing. I'll get the camera dropped in and let's look at this. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck here, the Maybe Lenormand by Ryan Edward. And so it's a really good question, actually. But now that I'm kind of looking at it, again, looking at Melissa, looking at your actual words, it's do I think any of them, when they're outed, will confess? It would just, because looking at it, I'm thinking, if it were only one, that might be enough. And I thought I read recently, oh my goodness, I can't remember where I read it. It might have been in one of Heather Cox Richardson's newsletter, or it could have been New York Times or Washington Post. Those tend to be the three places I get a lot of my information. But anyway, I thought I read that there were 18 different people from the White House, from Trump's administration, that are actually cooperating with the January 6th, committee. And like Steve Bannon was the only one who wasn't. So out of 18, we should get one that will fess up to being blackmailed. But let's see, blackmailed by 45 or his Russians. Okay, so let's see. And then I'll ask about Lisa Monaco after, her being the deputy AG of the United States. Okay, so will any of them confess? Let's look at this. Got a big picture for all these players. Will any of these people confess? I don't know that, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar, Boebert, Mo Brooks, those people. Gomert. I don't know that they would confess. And there's a couple other people. I remember somebody like, what was it? Last name started with a C, like I can't remember. Cawthorn, maybe? Cawthorn? That might have been it. And I'm sure I'm missing some other people. And then the big one, right, is Mark Meadows. For sure he knew what was going on. So anyway, let's see. How is this going to go? Will these people confess? Okay. So I'm going to draw 21 cards and then lay them out. Okay. All right, just bear with me while I get them spread out here. Oops. Do you remember look through the viewfinder? Things are totally different if I don't. Okay, now I should be able to. Oh, wow. Okay. Russian bear. Attack. Loyalties. Decisions. Government. Institution. Stars. Okay. Changes. Obstacles. Sting operation. Whoa. And 45. Whoa. Hold on. I have to blow my nose real quick. Okay. All right. Actually, I should probably use this chopstick so it'll show up better. So opening the reading here, we have a goal. We have a target, which had been nurtured for quite some time, and there was quite the commitment. I had a crossroads here. Wow. Okay, so, and then looking at the four corners, dangerous, very, very dangerous to our government, dangerous goal, documents abound, a plethora of documents from 45. I'm not looking at this as an illness caretaker card. When I use this deck and I'm reading on Trump, that's him because it's card number 45, and I learned the hard way doing daily readings on him, for over a year. Yeah, I think. Or somewhere right around there. I don't know. I'd have to look at that playlist and see how many videos are there. But anyway, these cards taught me that this was him. And even before when he was going to get COVID, like that card kept coming in. It's like clouds and then this card. Okay, so, but looking around at this 9-card box here, so a dangerous, so how it's going to play out is there will be a decision that's clear-cut, but also that, it's a dangerous, painful ending for those who were committed to Russia and to Trump's bullying. And the connections will be revealed. The connections will be revealed. Okay. Yes, this is a yes card. We have a lot of yes cards here. So I would say yes. The connections, yes, because these two cards knight together. The connections and the commitments, they're all going to be revealed. Those 18 people that are cooperating, they will definitely look at this. 18 people who are loyally going to connect and cooperate. This is a Russian card. This is a Russian card, and look how this card knights. This was a Russian goal. This was Putin's playbook that he gave to Trump. Like, this is how you do it. This is how you stay in power. And this is a test, this is our test to the United States of America. This is our test. And how appropriate that it happens right before a Pluto return that's coming up in February. Anyway, still have to do that reading. But I want to do it on the Constitution as well. So anyway, moving forward into this 9 box, somebody will be loyal to the cause. But then again, it could be loyalty to this Russian cause and the connections. This is the attack. This is definitely the attack. These people, so it's weighing on their minds. They're at a crossroads. They're definitely at a crossroads with it. They're trying to make a choice as to, which path to go. The choice card knights to the people who are connected. It's a painful ending, painful choice. But it's a choice for some people to recover their souls. Recover. Oh, it could be that there will be some surprises. Some people will surprise us. And then it also knights this choice card, this crossroads card, also knights to stars in the mountains. So that has me feeling like some of them are trying to make a decision that's really hard, Dangerous enemies. Crossroads as to loyalties, and then things change. Loyalties change because it's too dangerous. It turned too dangerous. I have this feeling that, because doesn't it make sense if you just start thinking it through? They thought all they needed to do was to get Mike Pence to, to not go through with the vote, the vice, as vice president, not go through with the Senate vote, and then that would just cut everything off, cut everything off. But it turned into this major, danger because these people stormed the Capitol. But see, that's the thing is, Trump was the one putting that messaging out there. A plethora of messaging out there across the land, and that even brought in travel. This is like foreign money, this is Putin's playbook here, and danger, and then this is all the messaging that it took to move the people and money and guns and all of that stuff across the land. And look how it knights down here to Trump's card. He was trying to create like a sting operation with these dangerous people, and this is Putin's column here. And look how it knights to these two cards: Putin, danger. Putin, foreign, danger, right here. And then back here too, to the goal, dangerous again. Yeah. But anyway, so Putin creating this, conflict, Putin's playbook creating this conflict of great danger. Meanwhile, he hides behind acting like he doesn't do a thing. He's doing all kinds of stuff all the time. That little punk needs to leave the planet. It's just, man. But, everything comes back to you eventually. So, in some lifetime or another. Okay, so, but as far as coming back to the question, do I think any of them, based on these cards, will any of them confess? I'm not seeing, I didn't get the cross card showing that they might confess. I'm seeing this huge backstory. But we do have, right in the middle of the entire reading, we do have loyalties changing, commitments changing from, I doubt that, I mean, what are these guys' alternatives? Are they going to go move to Russia? I got a better idea. I'm feeling like I'm in one of those places where I was when I did that reading for Derek Chauvin, where the first one I did, I couldn't get clear on his future. Where's my? Oh, I have to sneak back here and get my Kipper deck. Where I couldn't get clear on what was going to go down for him. And then I waited. I don't remember if I waited a month or a few weeks or whatever. And once the trial started, then it was all really clear, and it got really clear way ahead of time, or a little bit ahead of time, that he was going to be incarcerated. He would definitely go to jail or prison. And I also got that he's going to die there too. So anyway, let's let go of that. Let me dive into, because I've read on them before. I mean, I did a reading right after it happened around, how's it going to go for all these people who are, who are guilty of inciting the insurrection and I think I was, I was tuning into all these, like Paul Gosar, Andy Biggs, Gomer, all these just jackasses, to see how, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, to see how it was going to go. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if I did read on them separately. I know I've done separate readings on Marjorie Taylor Greene, Marjorie Trader Greene, everyone's calling her. It's perfect. I know I've done one on Lauren Boebert. I don't think I did Paul Gosar or Mo Brooks. I think, or Andy Biggs or Gomer. I think I just, I did do Mark Meadows, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, I can't remember. Anyhow, let's do an update. Let's dive in and see. Yeah, before I read on Lisa Monaco, let's see if we're going to have confessions, jail time. How's it going to go for these people? For all these guilty people. And actually I should tune in specifically to the 18 members that are going before the committee who are cooperating. How will it go for them? Because I'm thinking they would be the ones that might be, I'm thinking they're going to be the ones who are, well, will they confess that they were blackmailed by Trump? Something new. Wow. Somebody's going to jail. Maybe for a short amount of time. Okay. That's Trump. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that I can fit another row, but I can always layer over the top if need be. But I think we've got quite the story here. Wow. Yeah, I can't fit another row. I was thinking maybe I could push it, but okay. And I can't get my camera up any higher without messing with my whole tripod. It's too much work. Too many heavy weights to lift around. Okay, so where'd he go? He's here. All this is his future. I usually go, past, present, future, but not when not when the main character is facing this way. This is his future. He will be going before court somehow. I don't know if he'll show up, but there will be documents that implicate him, and there will be a painful ending, full of change for him. And what the reason that this is happening is because they're going to find funding. They're going to find some funding that came through directly tied to him, directly tied to Trump. Now, if he's not locked up for even a short amount of time, he's at least restricted in such a way that maybe he doesn't get his pension anymore. Maybe he doesn't get his, benefits anymore. Like Linda G. she's always said that he would be known as the illegitimate president, and then all his benefits would be taken away. And that's what these cards are saying here. I'm thinking discovery. New discovery. Somebody's not going to like the documents that come in. Somebody, and besides him, I'm feeling somebody else is going to jail, and it's some older guy. Because look at these cards. This is the decree that comes down. Because this card up here on the top is weighing down, this row weighs down on this row here, and is like the cause and the effect. So this cause, somebody is going to be locked up, and I'm thinking it's one of the guys. I don't know if it's, it should be somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, and maybe it is later on, but it could be that it's an older guy who confesses. See, all these cards are behind whoever this older guy is, so these cards are very, like they say, inauspicious. He can see this coming ahead of him, like whoever this guy is. It could be Mark Meadows. Because he knew everything that was going on. Mark Meadows knew everything that was going on. And this is that card of, it's like the Nine of Swords. It's worse, actually, than the Nine of Swords in the tarot. Because it's being tortured with worry and stress. It's not just like one sleepless night or a bout of insomnia or whatever. This is just like, oh man, what have I done? How do I survive this, basically? How do I even successfully survive this? But if it's Mark Meadows, and on another level, because these two cards tonight, this is whomever was in bed with Trump to get this done, this distraction and this stealing, this theft. The theft and distraction, deception. This is Trump with his deception, and this is his stop the steal, and he's trying to get it back. This is all Trump. But again, as far as anybody confessing, that they had been blackmailed. I'm still not totally seeing it. Let me draw a few more cards and see. Because it's very possible that the tsunami of intel will come through regardless. Those are the rules and regulations. It's, you know, it's like, it's the official card, like, yes, definitely somebody's going to jail. Maybe this is yes, somebody will confess. Oh, that would bring in one of the women, like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert, or that other one that, oh, I don't even know if it's that Cawthorn, whatever. Oh, let's see. But that's definitely like a younger age, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Or Lauren Boebert's even younger. Yeah, and then some money that was paid. I don't know. I don't know if Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert are bought and sold, you know, by Russia. But I think they're just stupid. Like, so stupid that they think they can get away with this, and they're just, you know, there's mental illness, there's all kinds of things with those gals. Huh. Now that's Melania. That's Melania. Would she confess? This has to do with reputation. This can be nobody besides Melania, and this can be nobody besides Trump, because, you know, he's the main character here. Interesting. So, yeah, you know, we've always kind of suspected that Melania has been his handler. Wow. I don't know what to say as far as confession cards. I still don't see them. But I do see somebody's going to get locked up over it. I really think it's a man, but then it might also be one of the younger women. Or both of them. These cards, these people cards can stand in for more than one person, except for the main characters. Never. These are always just one person or the other. They're not a bunch of like you know, I mean, unless you're reading on some dude that's got, you know, 16 wives, then I guess. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let me just use my, because I think we've got a lot of the backstory, but and I can use my little yes or no deck and just do some questions. Let me drop the camera down though, because the cards are quite small. Hold on. Okay, so I'll just ask. You guys are probably going to go, why didn't you do that in the beginning? I do it all the time, you know, with clients to save time, you know, when they're asking a lot of questions, but it's boring because you just get a yes or a no and you don't get all the reasons why. So now that we've got, you know, we've had the backstory come through, let me just ask, will any of them confess that they did it because they were being blackmailed by 45 or Putin and his Russian oligarchs? Yes or no? Will any of them, even just one of them, confess? So I'll draw 3 cards and we'll do a 2 out of 3. That's a yes. That's a no. That's a yes. Okay, so it might be that, because this card, it's a no, but it's about minimization. It might be that there's 1 or 2 surprising ones that kind of sink the whole deal, but there's not all of them. There's not all of them, because it wouldn't have to be all of them. But we'll know, right? We'll know, because we've been knowing for a long time this is what's happened. Let's see, was there another yes? Oh yeah, Lisa Monaco. Okay, is Lisa Monaco going after 45 specifically? Is she, and then I'll ask after if she's the woman that brings him down. Is she going after 45? Is she going after Trump specifically? Okay. Yes, no, and no. But it could be yes, that she works on it really hard, that she's, because this is a card of action and work. And it could be that she does have something in there, but she's not going after him specifically. I don't think she's just doing her job as Deputy AG best she can. Okay, so I don't think she's the one that brings him down, but let's ask. Is she the woman that brings him down? Well, I'll just open it up, but I've read on this before. I did a long video on that, and I'm pretty sure I came to the conclusion that it wasn't one woman, that it was a lot of women, a lot of female voters, women suing him. Suzanne Craig, I remember, came through. Suzanne Craig with the New York Times, and married Trump. Okay. But is Lisa Monaco the one that, is she the woman that brings him down? Does she have a big part in it? Well, yes, a lot of in it. And then that's a no, because it's too complicated. Let's do 4 to 5. That's a yes. And that's a yes. Okay, so she's got a big part in it. She does have a big part in it. But it's very complicated. But she does have a big part in it. So I'm thinking it's going to come down from Merrick Garland. Oh, and I forgot, you guys, I did this morning when I was just, tooling around in my kitchen like I always do every morning. And I don't listen. It's rare for me to listen to Rachel Maddow or anybody else. Before I go to bed, I don't take in news and a bunch of other stuff and a lot of information like that, because I just don't want that in my head when I'm sleeping, unless there's something really big and I just want to know. So I record everything, and I tend to watch Rachel Maddow in the mornings. And last night she had a big thing. Wait, was it on Rachel? Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something else I watched. Might have been watching Ali Velshi this morning. So anyway, what happened was, whoever I was watching, I don't know. The question came into my head is, I remember it was on Ali Velshi, and he was interviewing, what's that gal's name? She's an attorney. I love her. Oh, Joyce Vance. He was interviewing Joyce Vance, and they were talking about Merrick Garland and, how long he was taking. But there was evidence that came in that proved, she said she's now under the belief that that Merrick Garland is doing that old thing that they do when they go after mobs, where they work from the bottom up. And we have to remember, Merrick Garland, it took him 3 years, but he did get the Oklahoma City bomber, and he wasn't thrown out or dismissed or anything. Like, he got the guy. It took him that long to get him, but anyway. The point that Joyce Vance was making was she thought Merrick Garland was working from the bottom up and getting all the little fish, and then and then she would get to the top. get to the big fish at the top, right? So I get out my little deck. I have another deck like this in my kitchen, and so I go, oh, is she right? I'm asking, is she right? Come on, you guys, tell me the truth. Is she right? And I can't remember all the cards, but I did get, well, I drew 3 cards, and they were all yes cards. I remember I got the key and the fish. That's what reminded me of it. And I can't remember, what was the other yes card? Oh, it was the clover. That's what it was. So 3 major yes cards I got. So we can rest easy. At least I'm believing. I could be wrong, and you guys don't have to believe me, but I am believing, because I've, my guides and my cards have taught me to trust them over the years, that I'm believing that Merrick Garland will get him in the end. And that he will, we just have to be patient and wait, and let's don't send him any negative, pushy energy. And if that's happening on YouTube, maybe call them out. Like, maybe we can tell Glenn Kirshner to calm the, down. And anyone else who is bagging on him. Because when somebody's trying to do a job and you've got the, public mass consciousness energy going out in a negative way, it does not help. It does not help. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Be back later. Bye.